this new poster I got. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be introducing you to my music taste. One you probably already saw in Fully. Okay, that's gonna get annoying real quick. I think I'm gonna take this off. Be right back. Alright, so yeah, I do listen to a lot of metal music. I really tried making this as authentic as possible. I mean, I have Pierce the Whale keychains, but I do have a Black Whale Bread shirt, so close enough. But anyway, when I saw this movie, I was really excited because I listen to a lot of these people's music, right? And I looked up the reviews and they were like mixed to positive. So I was like, okay, maybe I should go check this out. So I decided to watch American Satan. And I have some thoughts about this film for sure. Okay, but before we start with that, let me give you like a quick summary of what this movie is about. So American Satan is basically about this band who move to LA in an attempt to become famous, and in the process, they end up meeting this weird man, aka Satan, who promises them if supposing they unalive somebody, then they will be getting all this fame and fortune. But and since they agree to this, they kind of start losing more of their mind and their soul to the devil. So when I give you this summary, you're thinking, oh, it's probably like a cheesy musical, right? No, no, oh boy, you are not ready for whatever this movie is. So here we have Johnny Faust, a brilliant singer and musician. He makes great music and he has a loving mom and a great girlfriend named Gretchen, and everything is going perfectly swimmingly for him. Boy, I sure hope nothing bad happens to this guy. So, Gretchen is applying for college in California because Johnny also plans to go there to become a famous metal singer. And here is Bruce. Leo, who is a guitarist, and he is like really proud of his boy Johnny. I mean, his singer has like a really great voice and obviously sings really well, right? Hey, wait a minute. That's not Andy's voice. Is any of this band real? Okay, thank God. At least we get to hear Asking Alexandria on the guitar. But what the fuck is going on with Andy's voice? Alright, so I looked into it and it makes sense, kind of. So, basically, before Sumerian Records, BBB was signed to UMG, a notoriously stupid company known for doing garbage things like taking their music off of TikTok. So, anyway, it looks like there was like a legal battle, and it took them a really long time to get Black Veil Brides from Universal to Sumerian. So they couldn't use Andy's voice, and they went with Remington Leith. Now, given the circumstances, I get that they had to do the best with what they got. But then I saw this really weird interview from Ash Avildsen, the director. And it's just like he's explaining why he picked like Paye. Shit. I swear I listen to these bands. Please don't think I'm a fake fan. I really do. Paye Royale to sing. His voice fits Johnny Faust really well. Remington sounds like a tortured soul. His vocals are a mixture of aggression and despair, and it echoes the character and the story perfectly. I was already working with Paye Royale on their album, and I wanted to use a vocalist that was pretty new to the scene so that when people see the film and hear the music, they don't instantly recognize the voice and become distracted by that. Rather than going after a really famous singer, I thought having a kid who was barely in his 20s and having that amount of grit in his voice was perfect for this character. This is actually just a recipe for watermelon salad. I don't even know. And then he goes on to say that he wanted Andy to focus on being an actor, and the audience listening to the vocals would be immersed in Andy's acting and wouldn't be like distracted by his singing or whatever. How stupid do you think your audience is? No, I mean, seriously. When we watched Cats and we saw Taylor Swift, we didn't think... Okay, now maybe that's a bad example. All right, what about Whitney Houston in Bodyguard? When we saw Whitney Houston in Bodyguard, we didn't think that, you know, the fact that she can sing detracted from her performance. And I get why they didn't use Andy's voice for the whole movie. I'm sure it was like a really tricky legal thing to get Black Veil Brides out of Universal. And here's the thing, it took them until 2019 to get them out of there. So I completely understand the need to change voices, but to pretend that it's for the audience's benefit is so stupid that I can't even... Johnny and Vic, another band member that I didn't really feel the need to mention before this, get to LA and meet this homeless guy who teaches us that appearances aren't what they seem. And look at Johnny. You can clearly tell he's processing that information. You know what, Ash? You're right. Now that I can't hear his voice, I can really focus on Andy's acting. So they meet their band and they get to making music and everything seems to be going great for them. I mean, they even got this gig. So now all they need to do is sell tickets and, oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, just don't give the bum the time of day. I get what they were going for. There's some kind of cosmic link with this man or whatever. I didn't mention this before, but they have met this guy in like a previous scene. But it's like maybe they were going for like the continuation of the don't judge a book by its cover thing that they were doing with the homeless guy before. I don't know. But like if you think about it in any way that's like, you know, rational, you'd probably be like, maybe they just would pick up the tickets and go. Why would they care about this random guy who's on the street? I genuinely do like some of the ideas in this movie. Like, I like the fact that they show Gretchen and like I like the fact that they show Gretchen and Johnny texting while, you know, the band is going through this rough patch of being unable to find work. It not only, you know, reduces the awkwardness of seeing two people text, but it also shows as like a great juxtaposition for like, you know, this claim to fame through arts versus a more traditional route of going to like business school. I think that this like theme is touched upon more than once in the movie, and it's really well done and much more subtle than the other stuff they do, like
rock and roll, heavy metal. You know, you guys, you're so loyal to me.
If that was all real, they would never put it out in the open.
Well, he talks. Check this out. See this? The pyramid in the eye. Do you know what that signifies?
Illuminati.
Now, the best place to keep a secret is right in front of someone.
I genuinely don't understand this line that conspiracy theorists take. Like, why is it that we all go, oh, you know, the best way to hide a secret is by keeping it right in front of you? Like, if the Freemasons or the Illuminati or whatever you want to call it is actually ruling the world, why would they put that on a $1 bill? They would just not tell you. Like, isn't that easier? And I guess it may be a little bit different for like devil worship, but like, is it though? Like, if somebody was singing along to The Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden and they go 6, 6, 6, does that mean that they believe in the devil? Or does that just mean that Iron Maiden likes painting the, you know, Satan as the representation of counterculture? Hey, look, it's Drake Bell. He's, you know, despite all the controversy, a great actor and a great singer. I think he'd make a brilliant antagonist for this. I can't wait for him to Oh. So let me get this straight. You hired an actor come singer who, while controversial, is definitely talented in both those fields and made him a 3-second cameo. And instead, we're stuck with a singer who's a part-time actor who can't even use his own voice? Great. I have no feedback. Thank you.
I'm not sure where this is going.
Stop.
What the fuck was that? Sorry, it's just not convincing.
Oh, fuck you. So yay, now the Relentless has a record label and they've got a music video and they're opening for another band. This is great news. I can't wait for them to go.
My daughter was seduced by that lesbian Satan woman, and there were other band members in the room, and they were all having sex together.
Well, shit. And I feel like that scene summarizes the rest of the movie. And I kind of like this, like a little bit. You know, how like the rock and roll lifestyle, we know what it's supposed to be, but how it's technically speaking the devil in this case, and how it's like permeating every inch of their lives. But you know what's really funny to me? Every time a metal band makes it big, they always have a bunch of these people going, oh, you know, they're dangerous because they're satanic. But you know what? In this case, they could actually be interpreted as the only sane people in the movie. So, you know, these bar guys,
Turn around and walk out that door before I drag your asses out.
bad approach, but you're right. They are actual Satan worshippers.
Or maybe you guys are so desperate to be rock gods that your ego caused your brain to hallucinate me.
Or maybe it's this. Do you see what I mean when I say that this movie is just not subtle? There is an alternate interpretation of this film that we haven't talked about, where Mr. Capricorn is probably just a representation of the band's desperation to succeed and for their general rebellion of, like, you know, normal things. And here's the thing, that is an interpretation that any one of us could have had, but instead they hit us over the head with scenes like this.
And what about the first 3 numbers of the zip code of Topeka, Kansas, where I made you guys icons?
666. Holy shit.
I don't understand why it's so unsubtle. It feels like this movie is made for babies, but when you think about it, like all of the like weird scenes and the mature ideas and the nudity and also the fact that it's, you know, rated R makes me think that, okay, so no, 16-year-olds are not watching this movie. So then who is it for? who is it for? I genuinely feel like maybe they didn't have enough like scenes to make this a full-length feature, so they just added stuff like this to make it, you know, full length. I really don't know what happened in the case of this movie, but what I do know is that this is an abysmal display.
Ricky, Ricky! Please! Ricky, please, go on. You can't do this.
So if you're like me, you're probably completely checked out of this movie by this point. And honestly, does it get more interesting? No. You know, it's a rehash of the same ideas. Johnny tries to resist the devil. He can't. He goes to a yoga retreat to resist the devil. He can't. Then the devil tells him to kill somebody and he tries to resist the devil, but he ends up doing it anyway because something free will. If I really cared about the film, I would be telling you how they're still drilling their ideas into our head with a fucking jackhammer, but honestly, I'm done. It's like by the end when Gretchen visits Johnny in jail because, you know, he murdered a guy on stage, and she like forgives him for cheating on her or whatever. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, Johnny cheats on Gretchen, blah blah blah, the devil made him do it. It's about as relevant to the plot as Johnny's Batman tattoo. So yeah, she forgives him, and then they discuss some crap about the devil, and how they're gonna take him down together, and then the movie ends. What the fuck was that? A cliffhanger? Seriously? You guys had enough content for like a 10-minute YouTube video. No, seriously, look. Hey, we're the Relentless and we want to be famous. Sign this contract by killing somebody and I will make you famous. Okay.
You give your mom my number yet?
Now I own your life and I will keep converting people to Satanism. Ha 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 ha. Johnny and I will stop you. It's 2 against 1, baby. Why the hell did you guys make this? What was the point of the prequel movie? Was it as a setup for your TV show? No, you could have just released this as the first episode of your TV show. You had only that much content anyways. So what was even the point? I got nothing out of this. Actually, that's not true. I got Ben Bruce's guitar out of this. So I guess I got something. But other than that, no. Wait a second, did I say there was a TV show? Maybe I should watch that.